We are dealing with the application of Ventov factor. The application of Ventov factor. The Ventov factor which is represented by I. The Ventov factor represented by I. How we will deal with the question based on them. How we will deal with the question. Suppose if a question is asked that find out the trend of various colligative properties. Find out the trend of various colligative properties and trend of its consequence if volume of all the four solution is 100 ml. So we have been given four solutions. We have been given four solutions whose volume is same 100 ml, and we have to arrange them in the order of the colligative property, may it be decreasing or increasing. So let us first discuss with the trend of the relative lowering of vapor pressure and then the vapor pressure of the solution. The trend of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of solution one by one. So first we are dealing with the trend of relative lowering of vapor pressure and then the trend of the vapor pressure of the resulting vapor pressure of the solution. One by one I deal. Suppose there are four options given A, B, C and D. So A is 100 ml of 0.1 molar urea solution. B is 100 ml of 0.1 molar NaCl solution. C is 100 ml of 0.1 molar CaCl3 solution. And D is 100 ml of 0.1 molar AlCl3 solutions. So we have been given four solutions whose volumes are same. Four solutions having the same volume. All the four solutions are having the same molarity, but they just differ in the type of solute, because each type of solute gives different ions on ionization. So if we want to arrange these four solutions in the decreasing order of relative lowering of vapor pressure, decreasing order of relative lowering of vapor pressure, and then in the decreasing order of the vapor resulting vapor pressure of the solution, decreasing order of the resulting vapor pressure of the solution, then what would be the trend and how it would be, how we will achieve them, that how this numerical would be solved. Let us discuss that how we have to proceed with this. These kind of numerical is given. These type of numerical are very important for the board examination and competitive examination. They are being asked on the regular basis. So let us deal with this, the solution of this problem. Suppose if now discuss the solution for this problem. So as we know that since molarity is equal to NB upon VA into 1000, molarity is equal to mole of solute upon volume of solution into 1000. If I rearrange this equation, if I bring VA over here, it becomes molarity into VA upon 1000. This VA multiplied by molarity divided by 1000. So molarity into VA upon 1000 is NB. This is mole of solute. Now since in this solution, since we say all the four solutions are having same molarity, all four solutions are having same molarity, all four solution is having same volume, therefore all the four solution will have same number of mole. Very important. All the four solution which is given in the question, the problem which we given to us, in that four solution we say since all the four solution are having same molarity, given 0.1 molar solution of each, all are having the same volume, 100 ml is the volume given, therefore since molarity is same, volume is same, therefore mole of all the four solution are same. Now if we apply this concept to the four solution which is given to us in the problem, so solution A, solution B, solution C, solution D, all are 0.1 molar, all are 100 ml, therefore all will have same number of mole. Suppose if number of mole for A is N, then number of mole for B will also be N, number of mole for C will also be N, number of mole for D will also be n. Since all the four solutions are having same molarity, same volume, therefore they are having same mole. Now we know that if mole are same, based on the Avogadro's principle, if two substances have same number of mole, then number of particle is possessed will also be same. If two substances are having same number of mole, then the particle they possess will also be same. So since all the four are having same mole, therefore all of them are having same number of molecule. All of them are having same number of molecule. This, suppose if number of molecule in urea is m, then number of molecule of NaCl will also be m because mole is same. Number of CaCl2 molecule will also be same because mole is same. Number of molecule of AlCl3 will also be same because mole is same. But they differ in number of particles. Though number of molecule is same in all the four, but they differ in number of particle because difference in the ionization. Urea, if number of molecule for urea, if number of molecule is m, number of particle will also be m because urea does not ionize. In case of NaCl, if number of molecule is m, number of particle would be 2m. The reason is one NaCl ion has to give one sodium ion, one chloride ion, that is 2 ion per molecule. In case of CaCl2, if number of molecule is m, number of particle would be 3m because one CaCl2 ion has to give one calcium ion, 2 chloride ion. And for AlCl3, if number of molecule is m, number of particle would be 4m because one AlCl3 ion has to give one aluminium ion and 3 chloride ion. So these are the four solutions for which molarity is same, volume is same, therefore their mole are same, hence they have the same number of molecule, but since they differ in number of ions they provide on ionization, therefore they differ in number of particle. So urea, if they suppose contains m number of particle, if this urea is having m number of particle, then NaCl will be having 2m because one NaCl ion has to give 2 ions. CaCl2 will have 3m number of particle. AlCl3 will have 4m number of particle. Now since they differ in number of particle, definitely they will differ in the colligative properties, the trend of colligative property, and also differ in the consequence of the colligative property. So let us now discuss the trend of colligative property and the consequence of colligative property. And the one which we are discussing is relative lowering of vapor pressure and its application to the resulting vapor pressure. So on this basis, if we adjust the trend, first is the trend of number of particle. As I said, number of particle in A, that is urea, would be least. Number of particle, it was m. In case of NaCl solution B, it is comparatively more, 2m. In case of C, that is CaCl2, it is 3m. In case of D, that is AlCl3, it is 4m. So which means what is the trend of number of particle? It is least in case of A, higher in case of B, still higher in case of C, and highest in case of D. Now the particle in turn depends or affect the colligative property. So since number of particle is least in A, therefore colligative property is least in A. Number of particle is least in A, therefore colligative property is least in A. Colligative property of B in comparatively higher. Colligative property in case of C is still higher, and colligative property in case of D is highest. Now which colligative property? So we are discussing the relative lowering of vapor pressure. The relative lowering of vapor pressure. So relative lowering of vapor pressure, definitely it is a colligative property. So it would be least in case of A. A have the least number of particle, therefore its colligative property is least. Which colligative property we are discussing? The relative lowering of vapor pressure. So relative lowering of vapor pressure is least in A, higher in B, still higher in C, and highest in case of D. The relative lowering of vapor pressure, lowering is highest, least in A, highest in D. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is least in A, highest in D. Therefore, what would be the trend of the resulting vapor pressure of the solution. The trend of resulting vapor pressure of the solution. So we are aware that since vapor pressure of solution is vapor pressure of pure solvent minus the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of solution is equal to vapor pressure of pure solvent minus the relative lowering. So since the relative lowering is least in case of A, relative lowering is least in case of A, therefore this subtraction would be least in case of A. Vapor pressure of solution is vapor pressure of pure solvent minus the relative lowering. Since relative lowering is least in case of A, therefore this value would be smallest in case of A, therefore resulting vapor pressure would be highest in case of A. Resulting vapor pressure would be highest in case of A. Since relative lowering vapor pressure in D is highest, therefore this value would be largest for solution D, this subtraction would be largest, therefore resulting vapor pressure would be least in case of D. So the resulting vapor pressure, we say the highest resulting vapor pressure is in case of A, the least vapor pressure in case of D. Now just to make it clear, let us take an example which will make this concept absolutely clear. What we are dealing with, the trend of relative lowering of vapor pressure and the resulting vapor pressure of the solution. Now suppose if vapor pressure of pure water at 25 degrees centigrade is 100. The vapor pressure of pure water at 25 degrees centigrade is 100 mm suppose. And suppose for A, B, C and D I put a tentative value, just a tentative value of relative lowering of vapor pressure. I'm just putting a tentative value of relative lowering of vapor pressure. Suppose the relative lowering of vapor pressure in case of A, suppose it is 3 mm. I said it would be least in A. Suppose relative lowering of vapor pressure is 7 in case of B. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is 9 mm in case of C. And relative lowering of vapor pressure is 13 suppose in case of D. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is least in case of A because it have least number of particle. It is highest in case of D because it have highest number of particle. Now this value is to be subtracted from the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So therefore what would be the value of resulting vapor pressure of the solution? The resulting vapor pressure of the solution would be 100 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent minus the lowering. So lowering in this case is 3, 100 minus 3, 97 mm is the boiling point, this vapor pressure of solution A. The vapor pressure of solution A is 97 mm. It was 100 for pure water, but for solution A it is 97 because 3 is the lowering, this value 3. In case of B the lowering is 7, so it is 100 minus 7, 93 is 93 mm is the vapor pressure of solution B. For solution C this value is 9, so it is 100 minus 9, 91 mm is the resulting vapor pressure of the solution C, and for solution D it is 100 minus 13, that is 87 mm is the resulting vapor pressure of solution D. So resulting vapor pressure of solution A is highest 97, of B it is comparatively less 93, of C it is comparatively less 91, for D it is least, it is 87 degrees centigrade. So this is how we correlate the relative lowering of vapor pressure, which is the colligative property, and the vapor pressure of the solution, that is Vent-Off factor is related to the colligative properties. So this application of Vent-Off factor is very important because it has been a regular feature in the examination. These type of questions are surely there in the examination, therefore it is very important. Just master this technique.